Now the next stage is we're going to have to fill the salami, the skins, with the meat. Now in order to do this you need one of these little machines. The most common brand, or the brand that I know, is called Trispate, which is an Italian for three spades, or three swords. Okay, well it's time to fill the salami, to fill the casings. First thing we do is we get one of these casings and we thread it onto the machine. These are intestines, small intestines, probably from sheep, I think they are. I bought them at a long time ago, probably at a butcher, special butcher.
What sort of special butcher?
I don't know. We've got the machine set up here, and we have a tray underneath it to catch the salami as it's coming off. You got to thread it on. Oh gosh, it's not doing too good, is it? What I'll do is I'll stop and put some meat in the machine to stop this thing going backwards and forwards, right? See how it's going on now, Tom? It's nice. That's what you expect. So you thread it on. Right, that's ready to go now. The stuff comes out that way, and if you don't put any pressure on it, it hardly fills them, right? So you have to hold it back and get just the right amount of pressure to get a nice full salami. If you overdo it, the skin bursts and you get this. This is the start. Now all you do is you just hold it, the lever, you know, about that much, and just hold it there. You don't have to twist it. Just stop it. Just once you form a plug, then it's fine. Then it just keeps going. What we got to try to do here on the end here, we got to try to fill the skins as tight as possible, but if you go too hard, they burst. So it takes quite a bit of mucking around to get it right. So that's not too bad. What you don't want is the skin to be loose. They want them to be nice and full. So it's very much a feel thing. You can't say exactly what it is. You've just got to hold it back the right amount to get it nice. But it's very tricky because it's only a fine line between getting it right and then bursting the skin, because these skins are not very strong. And you want to get them as full as you can, because you want the salamis to have a nice... If they're too skinny when they dry, they go hard too quick. You want them nice and full. See, that's not bad. It's fairly good. What I do later is when I tie them up, I put a bit of extra pressure on them when they're a bit loose. Just took me a little while to get the feel. Yeah, I burst one there. There we are. See that burst? Keep going. I'll just pinch that off and start again. Oh gosh. See, I wasn't concentrating there. I goofed off and it happened. See this one here? See that? That hasn't been filled properly. See, it's small diameter, small. That's good, see? See the difference? So you can probably increase that by just doing that. So we've filled the skins now, we've got the big long salamis. Now we've got to do the tying off. What we do here is we tie them into smaller sections so that we have little salamis that we can eat. Now what I tend to do, because sometimes I don't fill them as good as I should, I actually use this stage to try to fill them, get them as full as possible by moving them along a little bit. But if you're good at filling them, you probably don't need this stage. This is the bottom of the salami. So what we got to do here is just tie it off. And we do it so it's nice and tight on the end there. Just tie it off, just a knot. Then what we do is we go along a certain distance, about that sort of length. That's a sort of the length of salamis that you want, and we just tie it like that, just a knot, just a normal knot. There you go. And then we go the same distance, similar distance. We do the same thing again. See, it's nice and tight. That's good. And you use just a good quality cotton sort of, fabric sort of string. Now, the one that you hang it from, that gets special treatment. What you do is you leave a clump of meat there, like that. So I just tie it off like you normally do. But the tricky bit is you then that little globule on the end, you do a knot across it, like that. And then that gives you something strong to hang it by. It's got to carry all that weight. The next step is you got to get the air out of there, right? So the way we do that is we use something like a safety pin, and we just prick it all over to let the air out. I'll turn it over and do both sides. I would imagine the more holes you've got, the better. Curing salami is a tricky business to get it quite just right, because the conditions have to be quite right. Somebody told me that if you put the salami, when you've just made it fresh, in a sunny sort of spot, or get a little bit of sun for overnight before you hang it, is a good idea.
I still don't understand how you put it in the sun overnight.
No, but I think that starts the drying process. It's just that little step.